Hi HCRJ, thank you for volunteering for this outreach project with Search Houston. Search has a mission of providing hope and creating opportunity to help people transform their lives. We're making clay keychains for newly housed clients as a welcome home gift. In addition to housing, Search helps with job readiness and family support. Okay, so we're gonna do these. It's a little more involved than the beaded keychain if you're doing those. And I'll give you a quick tutorial. Your kits will include, most of the kits are for 5 keychains, 2 different colors of clay, leather cord, toothpicks, a rock, and key rings. Kind of a strange kit, but I will explain. You'll want to work with your clay on a piece of paper or another surface, not on your counter, because it can stain. Also make sure you remove your rings. Okay, so you'll roll out your 2 different colors, about the same amount. And you want to do this in small quantities, not the full amount of clay, because if it gets too gray, you can't add any more color if you used all your clay, okay? So do small parts. It takes very little clay to do this. And you just kind of knead it around. It eventually will mix and start to look like a rock. To make this video quick, I'm going to keep it like this, kind of granite looking, but you can make it more gray if you prefer. All right, you'll get a toothpick and push it through. And then you will shape your clay around the toothpick into the shape you prefer. These examples are hearts. Hearts are kind of cute on a keychain, but you could do a circle. You can decide. You want this to look like a river rock, so it's pretty natural, and that's why you've got rocks in your kit. You can use the rocks to add imprints on both sides, and this makes it look more like it's an actual rock. You could also use a knife to do veining. You could do other things, whatever you want around the house. You could do a circle and carve into it, whatever shape you want. You could do a peace sign, and then kind of flatten it down. So get creative, whatever you want. Here's an idea of letters. Okay, then when it's time to bake your clay, when you get it exactly how you like it, you're gonna put it in your oven, or if you have a toaster, you can use that. If you're using it for food and you don't want this polymer clay, it's plastic, around your food, you can make a foil tent. So to do that, you'll put it like this and bunch it up on this and take it to the oven. That way, you don't have to worry about the smell or the chemicals in your oven. You'll cook it at about 250 degrees for 20 minutes. The instructions say 275, but it's better to do under and not worry about burning it, especially if it's in here. Okay, so when it comes out of the oven, you will let it cool because it's still gonna feel a little soft to the touch while it's hot. Once it cools completely, it will be hard. Okay, this is the hardest part of this craft to teach. It's a barrel knot. I think the barrel knot looks really good. If this is too hard for you to do this knot, feel free to do any knot you prefer. A barrel knot, you take 3 loops. Then you take the end of one end, put it through the barrel, the 3, and the other end through. You have a long piece of leather cord. You can use 15 inches of cord for the keychains. It's a good length, okay? And you have those and you kind of push it down. When you push, it makes that barrel. It's a real pretty finished knot. Then you put your key ring in, your heart bead in, okay, like that. Put the key ring in. If you don't put the key ring in now, it's a split key ring, so you can add it later. Okay, so you fold this back and do the same barrel. 1, 2, 3, but this time you're only putting the end. Oops. 1, 2, 3. The end through, and then you pull it. Okay, it doesn't always look the prettiest at first. You just kind of have to keep pulling on it. You pull it till it's tight, and that secures the knot. Okay, and then you can put it down to the bead. It will continue to slide, but it's a tight bead. From here, you can slide the bead all the way down, the leather, the knot all the way down to the bead. There you go. You'll cut these ends as close as you want to the knot. If the leather color bothers you inside, you can use a Sharpie to color it, no big deal. Or you can leave little pieces. These have all been cut. Okay, then these are done. We encourage you to make one for yourself as a memory of this project and to think about the vision of Houston without homelessness. So if you decide you don't want a keychain and instead you'd like, I didn't bring this over, a necklace, you would do the same thing, but when you make your heart, put the hole through the top. And you can make a bead the same way and use the same knots to make a necklace. And then this is a perfect gift for you or to give to someone, and share the message of Search and enjoy giving back to the community. Thank you for volunteering.